Awesome video. I just want to share this quick tip. Hopefully, I will not make this video long, but this is something that you can do. So this particular strategy, if you've watched the M&W video, it will make more sense. Okay, so if you haven't checked the link, watch this video first, and then you will understand what's going on. So suppose we have a three-wave move rather. Let's say this is our starting point, A, B, C, D, moving towards structure. Suppose this is your resistance. So what most of the books says is that you sell the breakout of the previous low. In this case, C is our previous low. So if that's what I'm saying, that if you haven't watched the video on the M&W, this won't make sense. So most of the times the book will sell you immediately when price breaks out of this sell to the downside. But you can see that you are already low if you use logic, okay? Meaning you cannot sell around the price. So what this strategy does is immediately when price breaks out of this point, wait for a pullback. This pullback sometimes and most of the times could go back to D or even past D, okay, which means that it will be clearing out stop losses just above the zone. So if you watched the video about the zone, you will understand. Here's a link to that video. So you have to combine everything. You have to put everything together that I've shared. So what we want to do is to actually take a sell much higher, because this will give you a much better risk to reward ratio. Okay, if you look for a sell, this sell can be anything up there, okay, or just above that. All right, I know a lot of people are told if you see an M pattern, sell, but you cannot sell here. This is why a lot of people or rather 90% of people are losing money in this thing. Okay, because your entries first of all are wrong. And of course, most of you do not follow risk management. You love gambling too much. You love doing those things that you're seeing on social media, on Instagram or Facebook. Okay, make sure that you take one trade per asset. If you're trading NASDAQ, just take one trade. Go and take another one on gold. Do not take 5 trades on NASDAQ simultaneous. I've seen with most of the people who have sent me the results. Their results, or rather their performance. One thing that's killing them, it's taking up trade. Okay, so this is easy. This is what you want to do. Once you have identified your C and price breaks out, you wait for a pullback back to a much higher price. Similar to this, if price is moving downward towards structure or support in that case and gives you that, what you have to do is to identify this, okay, ABCD, and then of course the books will say buy here after breakout of C, but you're already high. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is to wait for price to actually do a pullback. Sometimes this pullback, it's a little bit deeper than that, depending on how volatile the markets are. And then that's why you're going to start looking for opportunities to buy in this case. Sometimes the pullback doesn't extend outside D. Okay, so if this is a bit weird and you're a beginner, make sure that you watch the rest of the videos. Maybe it will make sense. So this gives you a much better risk to reward, because if suppose you want to sell them, this is how much your risk to reward is gonna be. Sometimes you'll find that you're targeting that maybe, and then your stop loss is probably something outside that. Okay, find that your stop loss is this. So this particular system or this particular trick allows you to get a much better risk to reward ratio. So if you are risking that much, you will find that you are targeting this. So you can see that you're going to get more than 1:2. Most of the times you'll get 1:4. So if I'm risking 2% I'll be getting about 8% on this thing. Okay, I'll be getting an 8% return, so which is pretty much cool. It depends on how big your account is. So if you're trading a $10,000 account or above 8%, it's enough, because 10% is about 1,000, then 8% should be about $800 from one trade. Okay, which is pretty much cool. So for a person who have a $1,000 account, okay, and it's 80, around 80, maybe for a person with $100, depending on your risk per trade, of course. So that's one thing that I like about this particular system. Similar to this, you'll want to buy much lower or on a pullback, not on this C, because the books are saying buy here. Okay, the books are saying buy immediately when you say breakout of the previous high, right? And if you're buying there, most of the times price reverses, goes back. If you don't have a stop loss, it will ban you, and it's not even feasible to, I mean, risk reward wise, you can see that it's not feasible if you are buying this breakout of that C. Okay, that's what the books are saying, that buy the breakout of C, buy, price is gonna go down. And I've seen a lot of people last week trading Nasdaq, they were buying Nasdaq low, they were buying Nasdaq after it broke out of certain structures. Similar setups that I'm showing you, or rather similar examples. I'm going to show you on charts what people were actually doing. So this is what you want to do. You want to wait for price to give you that, identify your ABCD or ABC or 1, 2, 3, whatever the case is. And then once you're done, or you can call it a zigzag, but make sure that it's a 3-wave structure. Once you have that, you want to wait for what? For price to go back to C. Okay, go back to C. Do not buy when it breaks out of C. Wait for it to make any sort of some sort of a pullback. Sometimes you'll get a double bottom where price gets back to D and then start going up. That will give you a much better risk to reward. So that's actually the whole system. That's actually the whole strategy, or rather tip, that you want to implement in your trading. I'm going to show you live examples just now, right? So one of the examples, remember, the first thing that you have to do is to identify your ABC. Suppose this is your ABC. Okay, of course the books will say immediately when price breaks out of this sell, but that's not what you want to do. You want to wait for a pullback. Sometimes the pullback is going to go up, sometimes it will turn somewhere in structure, maybe a previous resistance. In this case there was one there. Okay, and then do that. So it will allow you to have a much better risk to reward ratio. Okay, so that's the whole thing. This is your ABC followed by a break of this C. Okay, so what you will do is to actually look for a much better price where you can buy, or rather sell in this case. Okay, so that you can have a much better risk to reward. So you're gonna wait for price somewhere there. I'm not gonna dive much into how you can actually get a price level to do that. Okay, so I don't want to make this video more complex for beginners. So this is what you want to do. This is A, B, C, and you have your D. So you're waiting for that. Once your C is broken, do not sell. I repeat, do not sell this. I know the books are saying that. Do not sell this, because when you sell here, look at how you're going to structure everything. So you're selling low already, and your risk, of course, you need to hide your stop loss behind the previous structure in that case, and probably you'll be targeting this, okay, or targeting that. But the risk to reward, it's not going to be the same as someone who have bought, or rather sold in this case, up there and targeting the same level that you're targeting. You can see, if let's say we're selling up here and placing on stop just above the high, this is what you're going to get. Okay, much better risk to reward ratio compared to that. So you can see it's almost 1:3.5, 3.5, something like that. So this is how you wanna implement the whole thing. But the first thing is for you to identify that ABCD structure, okay, and not sell instantly. So if your ABCD structure is this, heading towards an area of resistance somewhere there, okay, what do you want to do? This is your C, and let's see if we can write A, B, C, D. So immediately when price breaks out of this, do not sell, because look at how much you're gonna get. That's how much you're targeting. But if you wait for price to actually create a pullback, you can see in this case it came back up to some structure similar to what I've shown you now, and you see afterwards it went down nicely. Okay, it's a much better move than selling here after C. Okay, or after seeing a breakout. You can see if you're selling much higher, you're most likely to make some nice machankur. And of course, to also have a good stop loss. You don't want your stop loss to be super far. Okay, so that's what you can do this on NASDAQ, can do this on currencies, you can do this on almost anything that you wanna trade. So you probably, let's say this is your NASDAQ, this is your ABCD, okay, A, B, C, your D low must be lower. So anything that's like that, as long as your D is lower than your B, and yeah, this setup. So you can see price went up, broke out, okay, of that level, closed higher on this candle, as you can see, okay. But look at how it reversed afterwards to come back down to a much lower price before it went up. Okay, so that's just the whole concept. But if you can combine this with what I've said, maybe the M and W, try to study this, try to do this on your charts. I don't want to do a bunch of examples, but if you can back test there, do your own back testing, do your own forward testing, and see how it goes. Okay, so it's one of the best, probably best systems that you can use to actually trade. Okay, one of the best systems that you can use to trade. So yeah, that's actually what I wanted to share with you guys today. Okay, so if you were to do that on the current market, let's say this is your ABCD, okay, this is NASDAQ, let's say this is your A, B, C, D. Of course, if this C is broken, you don't want to sell. You don't want to sell around that point, but you want to wait for a much better price for you to sell, so that you can also be able to hide your stop loss nicely. So in other words, all the strategies that I do, you want to sell high. I mean, there's a lot of strategies that I use. And if you can know all of them and combine all of them, you will have a good win rate. Sell high, you want to buy low as well. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share. I hope it makes sense. It might be a bit complex for an absolute beginner, might be a little bit complex, but you've seen the rules. Make sure that you're trading on structure, make sure that you're identifying your zones nicely, and make sure that you're identifying your ABCD patterns nicely based on the first rather screen that I shared, which I believe was this. So make sure that you're following this simple setup there. And otherwise, if you want to be part of the Telegram group, check the channel link down in the description box below. Yes, you'll have any questions as well, hit me up. Please avoid saying hi, blah 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 blah. Just dive straight to the point, and please don't ask things that you can Google out. I got a question, somebody who was asking what is NASDAQ. You could have Googled that out. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. So please, don't forget to like, dislike, subscribe, comment in the description box down below, and share the video with your friends. Share these things with your friends. Share the Telegram link with your friends. Share with your mentors. Why not? And also help them to do things right. Okay. Otherwise, have a good trading week. My name is Bindi. I'm out.